Right, okay, a video as requested of the van. It's getting a bit dark now, so the light's not the best, so I can brighten it up a bit. So this is it on our driveway at home. And the pictures I put on eBay are of the van that I took literally the other day. We've just come back from a week's camping down in Devon. So this is how it looks now. So he's all good around the front. Obviously he's got a few stone chips and a few marks on the bonnet, which won't pick up probably on the video because of the light. And again, you can see the bit of rust around the top of the windscreen. And then this is the worst bit, which is the bottom of the windscreen. Down through there, like I say, this has been treated before I bought the van, so the dripping down you can see, it's not the rust, apart from this little run here, that's not the rust, that's actually brown. If I get it to focus, there you go, that's brown rust treatment. So you've got a little bit of rust, then all this staining is brown, is the rust treatment that was put on it. But it does need repairing, obviously. So hopefully you can see down the side of the van with the other car in the way. So this is where we said we wrapped a line at all the bottom. You could have seen us do all that in the video. So you'll know that there was no horrible rot or anything underneath it. So it's not sort of covering anything up. As I mentioned in the advert, there's a couple of bits of bodywork I'm doing on it. And again, there was a dent here. It's had a bit of glass fibre put in it, which I actually done, so I know there's no rot or anything underneath it, which I never quite finished off. There's the same on this side. That's what the other side looks like. It's where the hinges have folded back on themselves, basically. And again, that's only surface corrosion, it's not rot. And again, the paint's been taken away. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from the gutter on the rear. Again, that's me taking the paint off to clean it when I was going to paint it. Never got around to quite finishing off. The only other thing is at the bottom of the rear door, you can just see there where it's starting to bubble through. A common place on these to go. But that is it on the body. The underside's all good. He's never been welded up, never needed any welding, never been commented on for MOTs or anything like that. So again, you'd have seen in my videos of us putting all the windows and everything in. This is all our sockets on the side. So we've got a 240 external socket when you're on hookup. This is the mains hookup. Again, hopefully you'd have seen that on the video as an external gas point for our barbecue. I've got the Fiamma awning on the side, roof box, solar panel, 150 watt solar panel. And there's a skylight if you can see it. Front roof rack and the LED light bar. I'll take it down the other side. And again, it's all nice and straight down through this side. This is the, got some swing out kayak bars up on the roof rack. I do that so you can legally carry the kayaks on the side of the van. Got one there and one on the front roof rack. Like so. Sliding window on this side. And then at the front, this is the, get my fingers out of the way. So we've got a shower outlet, only cold water. We've got a shower outlet, and that's the water inlet for the onboard water tank. And then down here is the LPG gas tank fill up, and the gas tank, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, is under there. Right, front we'll go to the cab, come here. So like I say, we've not cleared it all out properly from our holiday the other day, but this is inside the cab. We've got a tear on the driver's seat here. which we were just going to repair. I've got some more inky cloth that we were going to repair. Again, just not got around to doing it yet. Got a cab over mat. And then all the clocks. Me double din stereo, all the heat controls, etc. Put like a overhead locker storage, so that's all been valve trimmed up. Then we go into the back. So from this position, so we've got the skylight with the built-in blinds and the fly net. Overhead storage, you can see the oven down there. Worktop, so there's the SMEV double hob and sink. Then all the kitchen units and the cool box. When I first did the conversion, we put a fridge in. I then wanted to go for a SMEV, sorry, not a SMEV, one of the Waco compression fridges, or the Domitech ones. So I took the fridge out, sold it, and again, I've not got around to replacing it with one of the compression fridges, so we're just carrying a cool box for the time being. That's the blinds and everything, which is the same on this side, all built in. We've got the control for the heater on the side there, which all works a treat. And more overhead storage, LED lights. So I'll just go round the side of the van into the sliding door. If I can get past. Okay, so sliding door. And you'll see the seating arrangement if I step back. So I've got a fire extinguisher obviously down there. That there is the outlet for the diesel heater, which lives underneath the front passenger seat. And there's the front double seat. We'll lift up table extension there. This is all the ventilation for the fridge that I put in. And again, the vent down there. And then if you can see, put the table down. Let's put the lights on. Okay, so this is the seat that goes down into the bed. So I'm not sure I'll demonstrate one-handed, but I'll give it a go in a minute. There's storage all underneath here, as well as the water tank. You can see my shoes. And then you've got wellies and stuff over on this side. That's the water meter on there. And a bit more storage. We've got 2 USB ports and the table rail. Then we've got the overhead locker. And then all we have in here is just all storage. You can still see filled up with games and our radio and all sorts of stuff. Same on this one, just all storage. And that's the same on the overhead lockers here. Bit peanut butter lip and more storage all the way through there. So on the worktop, or the kitchen unit, so yeah, it's just a cool box here at the moment. And again, so bear with me, I've not cleaned the van all the way through yet. But we've got the double hob and the sink. So with the tap, let me just turn on the water, which is all from this control unit. So I switch on the pump. And, there we go, fresh running water. All the pump and everything lives under there, as well as the consumer unit for the electrics and what have you. So yeah, nice silent running pump. Little sliding window there. Little oven, that only works on the 240 mains, but that's great for crumpets and heating up your pasties and stuff like that. It's a ladder there for the bunks. I'll show you that in a moment. So again, so we got, I'll get my bearings, step back. So the control unit there. So power socket, USB, the lights, excuse me, main cabin lights and the water pump. And then you've got a 12-volt socket and in there. And the USBs and that one there. And that's attached to this storage cupboard. So it splits in two. So this one here, which is all shelved out, and you can see still got some of our clothes and stuff in from our camping. And the leisure battery lives right down there on the bottom. That's a 110 amp hour leisure battery. So 150 watt hour, 150 watt solar charging panel. And then you've got the bigger wardrobe next to it. So it's a bit difficult for me to open with me stood here. But again, this is, there you go, look, it's got an infrared light on it. Just to come back, shelf on the top, storage for our table. And this is where we carry the, put my light on, there we go. Carry the Portaloo in there as well. I'd say it's all carpet lined out. And nice coat rack and stuff on the back. So that's the wardrobe. Let's tuck the coats in out of the way. And then it's all the bunk beds. So again, excuse all the stuff that's on here. So on the bunk beds here, you've all got, there's a fan in each one. And they've all got their individual LED lights for each bunk. So you've got one up there. So one down there. There's one on the bottom bunk there as well. So these all have their own mattresses on, which can lift off if you wanted them to. They're all covered. Let's say if I just come back a bit, let me put the ladder on for the top bunk, like so. Okay, just give you bearings. So we've got a ladder that goes on, attaches to the top bunk for my youngest boy to get up in there. The seat is from a T4 double seat. 2 3-point seat belts on there. And that's about it. But if I show you quickly the bed, I'll try and do it one-handed. So basically put the bed down. All we've got to do is take off this cushion. So if I lift that out of the way a minute, like so. And then there's a little latch at the top. We just disconnect that. And we just got to lift it by the underside, like so. And just pull it down. And that's it in the bed position. And the cushion goes back on top, like so. And that forms, let me just step back a bit, a double bed. I say I'm 6'2", and I sleep, my head goes up there and my feet come this side of the unit. So I am on a bit of an angle. My wife's about 5'6" or something, so she fits in it perfectly. The other cushion I was talking about is this one just up here. So if I pull that down and put it on, so that's the other cushion. So that makes the bed a bit bigger. If I step back out again. So you can see, there you go. So that's how I get my length in, is to sleep up there with my head and my feet come down. So the wife's there. And the diesel tank for the diesel heater, we've just fitted there. You could put that into the main vehicle fuel tank. I've just not done it because I didn't want to introduce any, let me just turn my lights off. I didn't want to introduce any air leaks into the diesel system because I was doing it at home. But that's something that can be done quite easy. So there you go, mate. Hopefully that's a better look for you. I'm rambling on. It's not exactly a short video, but hopefully it answers a few of your questions. So I'll shut up. Stand back. If I go to the rear, you'll be able to see the ladder and the spare wheel roof box. So there you go. Any more info, please just give me a shout. Cheers now. Bye-bye.